Salutations, my fellow dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to Paper Mario. Last time, we finally reached our new destination of Koopa Village, and man, there's a whole lot going on in this town. All these black things called Fuzzies going around causing havoc. We should probably do something about that, finally. Which is exactly what we're going to be working on, as well as meeting this blue-shelled Koopa that Merlin mentioned. Now, what you can do is go around the town and help out these Koopas, like get their shells back and everything. You really don't necessarily have to. Nothing's stopping you from ignoring these guys. They'll end up having their shells back anyways. But I'm Super Mario. Someone's gotta do the dirty work. Even if it is someone who's been abusing for your species for years. But we'll let bygones be bygones. I kind of wish these guys actually gave you something for going out of your way to, like, get their shells back. You guys are ungrateful. And now we got a dry shroom, one of the most useless items in the game because it heals you only 1 HP. It does have a benefit later, but only because said benefit is very cryptic. Now at first, when I threw that sleepy ape away, I thought I sort of screwed myself over for reasons you'll see later. Now this Fuzzie's kind of annoying. I'm honestly approaching trying to get this Koopa shell back completely wrong. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to walk up to it. Because that way the Fuzzie won't, like, acknowledge your approach and you could just, like, whack it with a hammer. I'm just, like, chasing it non-stop. I do give up after a bit of time, but I realize how to actually do it later. So, I do apologize. I didn't mean to waste your time. And again, it's not like this does anything, so you can completely just ignore this guy altogether. Like, screw you, why don't you do it? You're lazy. Holy crap, how long did I do this? Okay, that's when I can stop. Gotta get this shell here. I think you actually have to do this one. No, actually, no you don't. But you will have to push that block again, because there will be a star piece that spawns in the same spot that Koopa Shell did. And for some reason, a Fuzzie was hiding in that tree. It doesn't do anything. If you do go out of your way to hit the Fuzzies, you do get a coin for doing that, but it doesn't matter. Now watch what I do. Like, I sneak up on it. Boom. Didn't notice me. And that's all there is to it. Apparently that house in the background is really being torn apart. So, let's see what's going on over there after I check all this grass for no reason. Who's there? I'm kind of busy right now. What? Wait, could it be? Aren't you Mario? You are. My name's Cooper. Well, I'm so psyched to meet you. Us meeting here has got to be fate or something. I need a huge favor. I hope you'll help me out. This whole Fuzzie. Now I'm imagining the Fuzzies like wearing a fez. I want fan art of that. But anyways, so if you don't mind, can you help me get my shell back? I'm begging you. Hey Mario, looks like he's in a bad way. Good Mario, you might want to rephrase that. That's really awkward. Alright, so let's go in his house, chase after this Fuzzie, who's got our man's blue shell. Blue shell, But speaking of Fuzzies, we actually get to engage him in battle. Fuzzie's got HP of 3, an attack of 1, and a defense of 0. I do title these guys because Goombario's already on my team. I'm going to stop doing that when I get my next party member, because it unfortunately requires me to use a turn to tattle. And this early in the game, it requires me actually, I'll get to that later. But, anyway, with the Fuzzies, they don't necessarily, like, jump on your head and just attack you. They suck HP out of you. So guarding against them is actually a little on the awkward side, not gonna lie. I can never get the guarding right. At least with these guys, anyway. But a few bops to the head should be no problem for you. Just keep chasing this Bloom Goomba. Got a few more. Edit that battle out. You don't need to see that. There's a badge up there, but unfortunately we can't reach it right now. Kind of similar to the star piece we saw in the last part. Now we got a little mini game here. Mirror, come get it if you can. Yeah. Guess where I'm hiding? Alright, this is a little memory game. The Fuzzie is going to jump between the trees, and you have to guess which one it's hiding in. As long as you watch it, as long as you closely watch it, you shouldn't have a problem. It does have 3 phases though, and it does get faster with each phase. I managed to do this on my first try, thankfully, but I can understand if if people mess up that third one, because it's obnoxiously fast. You gotta really pay a close eye on it. Now, in the event that you get hit the wrong tree, a Fuzzie will drop on top of you, and you will have to fight it. So, like, by law of averages, you will eventually get it right, because once you take down all the Fuzzies, it'll just be him. You'll just have to keep guessing until you eventually hit him. But in this case, I didn't have to deal with them. I love how he says he might change his ways. I have to take a stand against these Fuzzies. If I can't get my own shell, I'll lose my reputation. I don't even care that I have no shell on. I'm gonna show these Fuzzies what's what. We already got the shell back. Lol. This is my shell, alright. Oh yeah, got my shell back. Uh-huh. Oh, you make it sound like you just got the shell back. Good to hear you're happy. Say, Mario, I have an idea. Do you happen to know Professor Colorado? Naturally, he's a Koopa who's a professor of archaeology. He's also known as an explorer. Right, well, I live next to him. I've been admiring Professor Colorado ever since I was in my egg. I'm not sure how you can admire someone before hatching out of an egg. Do you think, could I... Please take me with you, Mario, I help. Come on, let me go. What do you think, Mario? You're gonna have to take it no matter what, but... why not? I'm feeling really generous today. An old man did tell me I have to recruit a blue shell Koopa. You can't hurt the person in first place, but I guess it's better than nothing. Alright, now that we have Cooper, if you press right on the C, if you press the right C button, or I'm just stop saying that. If you press the right C button, you'll be able to switch your party members on the fly. I don't think you can actually do it from the menu, now that I think about it. Now, before I go over Cooper outside of battle, I might as well go over Cooper inside of battle, because I do keep this battle in just to show what Cooper is able to do. Cooper's main means of attacking is spinning and attacking, spinning into enemies. However, with the Power Shell, you can attack all enemies on the ground. And it's actually very useful, especially when we get into another gimmick with this game later on. So yeah, he's great for ground combat. Now, outside of battle, you're able to kick his shell and grab nearby items like so. So we'll actually be able to get that star piece, which I believe I do immediately go back for. But there's actually a few things in town that I want to do first. Like a very tedious favor side quest that you're gonna have to watch. Hopefully the footage doesn't mess up like it did just now. Chuck Quizmo's the name, and quizzes are my game. You want quizzes? I got them. She can manage to answer my busting questions. Yahoo! I'll give you a star piece. Want to try a quiz? You're gonna find this guy throughout every area of the game, like every town area. You go to him, he'll ask you a question. If you can answer it correctly, you'll get a star piece. If you do happen to get it wrong, I believe if you leave the area and just come back, he'll respawn. In my test playthrough, I only got one question wrong. It was a very odd question. I think it was like, how many windows does the Goomba house, does the house in Goomba Village have? I got that wrong because I didn't think to memorize that. But anyways, about that favor quest, you want to talk to this guy here, and he's going to ask you to do a couple of favors for him. Thankfully, it's only 2. For now, anyways. Now, thanks to a guide, I actually figured it out. Okay, well, not necessarily a guide. I sort of figured this out on a whim, but I'm pretty sure you do have to come back here. This is the first time I'm actually going out of my way to do this, but I did want to show it off for the LP. Basically, what you want to do for his first favor is to borrow a book from Colorado's wife. Which, spoiler alert, absolutely can't stand her husband. It's actually hilarious. So we have to borrow a book from her. Because apparently Colorado's on the loose again doing adventuring. Probably without telling his wife again. You'll get context later, I assure you. I love how I was actually giggling a little bit because Cooper's like running in place. Because sometimes when you go into a building without your party member like completely behind you, they'll just get stuck inside the doorway and just run in place. It's kind of amusing. Alright, so now that we got the book, we're gonna go back and give it to him. And our reward is actually rather nice. Great Economy Goomers, you're a lifesaver, Mario. It's just what I needed. To show my gratitude, I'd like to make a gift of this. You don't have to be so polite, young fella. Take it. It's a coin. Oh. That's actually not a very nice reward. Okay, now with this favor, you gotta give him a sleepy sheep. And this is what I was afraid of earlier because I tossed mine away. But if you notice, I actually stopped. I did a double take and realized that I messed up, but thankfully it's not that bad because like I'll walk out and then check my inventory and apparently I have 2. So thankfully I didn't completely bone myself. And it's not like you have to completely go out of your way. I'm pretty sure you could just buy one from the shop here, which is no problem. So, it'll cost you a few coins, but it's not like coins is a big issue. It's a big necessity in this game. There is something really cool you can use the coins for later, though, which I am definitely showing off. Alright, so what's our next gift? Oh, another coin. Oh wait, no, he's got something else for us. Now, this gift is actually pretty useful. Unfortunately, as for what it does, I can't show it off right away. Apparently there's a minigame, there's a playroom in Toad Town. We'll be going there when we come back from completing Chapter 1. I don't think it's absolutely necessary to do this, but you'll see the benefits later. So he says he'll need one later, so you might want to come back here. Assuming you want another one of those credits, because I believe it unlocks other things. I was tempted to save, but I still have. I was watching I was actually using my clock as a reference, so I knew how much time I was in with this video. I made a decent amount of time. It wasn't short as last part, which was like 13 minutes long. I made this one go close to 20, so it's a little bit meatier. Alright, now that we're out here, I should probably go over switching party members, which is kind of a task. Basically, if you want to switch to a party member during battle, it unfortunately requires you to use up a turn just for the switching. There is something that mitigates this significantly later, but for a while you're gonna have to be forced to use up a turn just to switch a character. And it really sucks with this chapter because you actually get another party member not too long after you get Cooper, which is really strange. I felt like they could have given you like more time to bond with Cooper, but I guess they didn't think he was that important after a certain point. Now this item rocks. We're gonna want to use this for the boss of the chapter 1, the Thunderbolt, which deals 5 damage to one enemy. It's pretty potent for this early in the game. It 1 KOs every enemy up to this point. Now, as you notice, the enemy can also get a first strike. I neglected to mention this in a previous part, so I do apologize for that. But if the enemy can't get the jump on you, they'll be able to damage you, and it's really annoying when like an enemy gets a first strike on you, because like the battle starts, they like almost instantly get the jump on you. You don't have a whole lot of time to react. It's kind of annoying. I hate it. But now that we managed to get through that, we finally got to Cooper Fortress. Very ominous this place is. Whoa, Mario, what the? A word of hurt. Mario's here already. I gotta tell the leader. Red Koopa! And while, yeah, you do that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna save our game because this is the end of the part. So, next time on Paper Mario, we're gonna infiltrate. There we go. We're gonna infiltrate the Cooper Brothers Fortress, and we'll hopefully recover the first Star Spear. So until then, I get a juice.